Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Carolyn and welcome back to another episode of Beauty and Brews, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. Thank you for stopping by. Today we on Saturdays talk about beer or any alcohol variety can that catches my eye, and then I do a makeup look based on the can's artwork. So if that sounds like something that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a Beauty and Brews episode with me. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. If you are enjoying this video so far or watch it all the way through, hit that like button and let me know that you watched it and you've enjoyed it. Today we're talking about an Imperial IPA. So an Imperial IPA is a stronger IPA than the typical IPAs that you may know or drink or may not even know. But either way, Imperial IPAs are really strong, like super strong. For today's episode of Beauty and Brews, we're working with the Separatist Beer Project's Good Imperial IPA, which is 8%. And this brewing company is based out in Eastern Pennsylvania. And with all the microbreweries and breweries in Pennsylvania, there's just so many options. It's endless. So with this Imperial IPA, it's going to be really strong. And with that being said, with this IPA, it is pale yellow with a cloudy head that leaves creamy lacing. The mouthfeel is pillowy and resinous with a soft lingering bitterness. So it's going to have like a nice bite at the end. Big fruity punches of citrus, peach, pineapple play with pings and pangs of spruce sap, spearmint, and hemp. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. And a heady dankness. So I can imagine this beer being very aromatic. And the finish is straight hot resin that lingers long after each sip. So this falls in line with a very stereotypical Imperial IPA, but the hemp added in there is an interesting ingredient, and I'm excited to try this. All right, so here is the can. Go ahead and show you a close-up as well. And here we have some really interesting colors that I'm enjoying, and I actually put a little bit of colors together on my arm so you guys can get an idea of what I'll be working with what I have in my makeup collection. And with this beer, I'll be working with a few different palettes. All makeup will be listed down below. Let's go ahead and crack this beer open and see what it tastes like. What's that now? She's so cute. All right, so it's gonna be a pale yellow. Oh wow, definitely smell the aromatics. This is very effervescent and bubbly. It smells really good. Also, I thought the can was really cool. I feel like the color scheme is a very retro 70s colors, so I'm excited to try to create a look out of this for you. And this averages a 3.9 rating on Untappd, and it seems like people enjoy it for the most part. Oh wow, so it doesn't have as big of a bite as I was anticipating. It's not as like bitter. It has a very slight bitterness towards the end. With most IPAs, you're gonna get citrus as one of the forefront flavors, and with this one I do, and I don't really taste any pine spearmint like sap, like that mintiness. It's a little bit, it lingers a little bit in the back of your mouth as well, and it's not overly hoppy, so it balances out the hops along with the citrus flavors. Like, I feel like this is a very crushable IPA. This overall is a really great IPA, and I really like that it's not too strong, that it is 8%. It makes me feel like I'm not gonna get twisted immediately after drinking a full pounder of this, but I was debating on whether or not to work out after this. We'll see. But I really like this. It is a pale yellow color, slightly cloudy and effervescent with a lot of carbonation at first, and then it dies down a bit. It has a medium body. I wouldn't say it's a heavy body at all. It is pretty crisp and super crushable. Like, I can really probably slug this back and not really think about it. And you do get slight hints of hops in there as you taste it, and the bite is towards the end. I don't really taste any hemp. I really wish that would have been more up front, but hemp is also a very interesting ingredient. And did you know that hemp is a cousin of the hops? A lot of people don't know that, so that is one of my favorite facts about beer. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep drinking this. My personal rating, I would say this is a 4.5 IPA for me. I really enjoy this Imperial IPA because it's so light and super crushable. So yeah, if you've ever heard of Separatist Beer Project, let me know down below if you've tried any of their other beers. I definitely want to check out more of a selection from them. I have seen a few other beers in the area by them. I just haven't had a chance to pick them up. And if you like this beer, let me know down below what your thoughts are. Let's go ahead and get into today's makeup look. So first color, we're going to start on the lower half of the eye, and we're going to darken that with a dark green from the Juvia's Place palette. Next color, I'm going to go ahead and use a minty green color from the Mint to Be from ColourPop, and I'm going to go ahead and buff that in. It's kind of interesting, like the gradient that they have on these colors on the can. So I'm just buffing that together. Next color is a little bit of a lighter green from the ColourPop Mint to Be palette as well. So I'll go ahead and pack that up a little bit more and curve that around my crease a bit. Alright, and next we are going to take the shade. It's like I would say it's closer to a yellow than a mustard orange, like an orange with a slight hint of, a yellow with a slight hint of orange in it. So I'm going to take that on the same brush that I've been using and apply that on here as well. I'm just going to bring this out a bit to kind of accentuate the eye. Soften that edge a bit right there. Yes, Nelly. Packing that in a little bit more right there because of where my eye shape ends. Trying to buff that in. I think that looks okay. And next we're going to take a orange from Juvia's Place palette and we're going to work that into the yellow color right here. That's where I'm at with this eye. I'm going to go ahead and add a yellow from the Misunderstood palette from ColourPop. Just going to add that in along that orange. I'm going to take a little bit of a brighter yellow just so it sticks out a little bit more among all those colors there. Take the aqua, the seafoam green right there, kind of buff that in a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more here. Looks kind of patchy right there where the crease is. And I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and just kind of soften right in here and along the edges here. And I will fix my eyebrows, but that is one eye done. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, here are the eyes with no lashes on, but I wanted to take a sip of the beer. Do a little check-in. As the beer gets a little warmer, gets a little bit more bite to it, but still overall very delicious. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes real quick and then I'll be right back as well. This look was kind of inspired by a makeup artist that's from Norway, and her name is Celine something. I forget the last name, but she did this look where she took a bunch of like gel eyeshadows and made like this type of shape. So I thought like I could probably recreate that for this look in particular. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit with some 4-in-1 concealer and foundation from Pure Cosmetics. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the Alchemist highlighter, and we're going to use the shade Green Emerald, and we're going to add that to the inner corner of the eyes. See if it pops that. Ooh, yes. There we go. That looks awesome. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of blush. This is a pink blush from a Nylorac blush palette, and this is like an old blush palette that I've been kind of like diving back into. I've been really loving this floss highlighter, and I got this from my Allure subscription box, and I got this brush from my Allure subscription box, so I'm gonna apply that with this brush too. Last but not least, we gotta do a little bit of lip. So what do we think? Do we think it looks like the can? I think this is a really awesome fall kind of rustic look in a sense, but I think it's pretty darn close, and I just love what I did with the eyeshadow. I had a lot of fun doing this eye makeup look, and I really like this lipstick. I'm not usually a lipstick person, but I felt like going a little darker, a little more grungier with this, just to kind of like do a balance of like light and dark, and with that lighter, warmer blush, it definitely helps balance out the overall look. So yeah, this beer by Separatist Beer Project, this is an Imperial IPA that is 8%, and it was delicious, and it's still delicious. Honestly, it does hit the taste buds as a typical IPA, and an Imperial IPA, it's a little higher in ABV, and I'm certainly feeling a bit from that alcohol. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up on your way out, and if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I put out new Beauty and Brews episodes every Saturday for your viewing pleasure. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!